Sorry if I looked a little sweaty. I've been sweating. Yeah, pants, gotta have pants. Yeah, I'm a little low energy actually. I recently got over some horrible food poisoning. I was in New Orleans and I got some of that gas station shrimp. Yeah, I was coming out of both ends there, guys, but I still give it 3 stars. I mean, it was that good. You guys know the best place to get gas station shrimp?
Bucky's gas station?
Pretty close. Yeah, it's a Shell station. I should have known better. They had a sign on the door that said "Always hiring." That's not the kind of place you want to work. That should say, "We do not pay a living wage. If you work here, you will be the manager this week." You don't know how long to cook the shrimp. That's right, guys. Yeah, I tell you, I was going through some of my old things, and I found this bucket list I wrote in my 20s. Yeah, first item on there, it said, become a millionaire by 30. Well, I'm only 1,017,000 short. Also, I'm 41. I'm just going to cross that one off. Down there it said, do a woman twice your age. Yeah, I'm 41. That might be illegal, I don't know. Might just get rid of that one. Down there it said, own your own home, and I was just like, yeah. Good one, young Alden, it's probably never gonna happen. Unless I meet a woman twice my age. Put a question mark by that. Yeah, then at the bottom it said, learn how to speak fluent Japanese, and I was just like, Boku wa chiga desu. You guys probably know what that means, right? Just cross it off. Just cross it off. Does anybody in here actually speak Japanese? Yeah, me neither. Okay, you guys. Yeah, I was doing the math there, and I found out I'm never, ever going to be able to retire. Fortunately, I don't take care of my health. Gotta go work yourself out there. Would you guys believe I have high blood pressure? I was like, what? No, that's crazy, I mean, yeah, sure, I drink a lot of coffee, Well, I was over at HEB, and in the pharmacy, you can go in the back and you can take your blood pressure for free. I was like, oh, it's free? All right, I'll do that. So I put my arm in there, and alarms started going off. It's probably that espresso, But then the machine said, listen, while you're sitting here, do you want us to take your BMI, your body mass index? I said, well, I mean, if it's free, yeah, let's do it. So I'm sitting, the thing's weighing me, and then I just got to put my height in there, and it comes back and it says, you are obese. And I was like, what? No, I know I'm overweight, but obese? Obese is kind of a hard word there, So turns out I have what's called class 3 obesity, okay? There is no class 4, so I'm at the top of my class. They used to call it morbid obesity because it was kind of a downer. Yes, now I just got to go down 3 classes of obesity to get overweight. So. And I've been working on it. I started doing the intermittent fasting, and so far I've already lost my temper. So. It's tough. So I did is I got a calorie counter, okay? And so for me to hit my goal weight by December of 2028, I just had to keep my calories under 3,000 a day, which seems pretty doable. I feel like I should be able to do that, The problem is, I'll get to be like 9 o'clock at night or something, and I've already eaten up like 90% of the calories I'm supposed to have for the day. So I'm like, okay, I got a couple options. I could have like half of a sandwich, something like that, maybe like a beer, or I could just give up again. I don't know, you guys probably know this, you get on the devices all the time. I think I gave myself like adult OCD or something, because I'll go up to my apartment and I'll lock the door. And I'll get my key almost to my pocket, and then I'll be like, did I lock that door? Better lock that door, And I'll get walking a little bit. I'll be like, man, if the cats get out, Tina's gonna kill me. Better go back and lock that door, Then I'll walk all the way to my car in the parking garage. I'll sit in my car. I'll put my key in the car. And then key makes me think key. And I think, did I lock my door? Go back and lock my door. I locked my door 5 times today. If you held a gun to my head right now, I don't know if my door's locked. It's tough, guys. It's funny, before I was in comedy, I actually used to work in a winery in northern Michigan. And when I see the wineries down here in Texas, I just have one question. Why is it so flat? I was told for winemaking you gotta have like rolling hills and you need like water and stuff. So like, is it wine? I mean, the wine's working, right? Like it's working. I'm laughing. That's good. I would be having a glass of wine today, but I'm actually doing sober until October. So then when October rolls around, all the people are doing sober October, I can be like, take that. So that's gonna be pretty fun. No, but before, again, I used to be in sales actually, and I sold the easiest thing to sell on the entire planet. Does anybody have any ideas what that might be? Yes, sir, you.
Drugs.
Drugs. I bet that's an easy sale. Certainly. I will say it was easier than drugs, and it was part of the formal economy. How about it? Any other guesses? Drugs is not a bad guess. There's no wrong guesses. What did I hear back then?
Ritalin.
Ritalin. Okay, so like medical drugs. Sure, yeah, that's good. What are you trying to say? I'm too pepped up here? Nah, I bet Ritalin's an easy sale. Everybody wants Ritalin. All right, well, it wasn't drugs and it wasn't kids' drugs. What else do you guys think? One other guess.
Cell phones.
Cell phones. I bet cell phones are pretty easy. You just go, hey, what kind of iPhone will you have today? Yeah, no, I'll say it's easier than phones. All right, well, I'll just tell you guys. It was handguns at a pawn shop in Texas. And let me tell you, I was one of the top salesmen too, because I have a beard. Yeah, let me walk you through the sales procedure, okay? Gentleman walks into the pawn shop and you go, how many guns will be today, brother? And that's it. They'll give you a number, 1, and go, okay, cool. How will you be paying today, sir? Untraceable gold bullion? And he's like, no, that's when he pulls out his gun. He's like, I'd like to buy my gun with a gun. Fantastic, this is a pawn shop, we can do that for you. Just type that in. Gun. Oh good, I see you straightened out the serial numbers, that'll save time. Gun. All right, well, you want me to wrap this up in the U.S. Constitution for you? It's like, I'll wear it out. All right, have a lovely day. And that's the whole thing. Yeah, and for that, I was paid a commission of 1 gun. Now, I have a gun. Yeah, that's pretty good. What's crazy is, even though I used to sell guns, I was in a shooting recently. Yeah. And as the bullets started flying, I was like, man, am I going to die in Columbus, Texas, in front of this Dollar General? That's where my story ends, Pro tip, guys, if you are in a live shooting, don't be wearing this shirt in bright orange, okay? I literally look like a big clay pigeon walking around. And if you're like drunkenly firing into a crowd and you see me, you go, well, he's kind of asking for it. Bullet slut. Yeah, then you can't even get shot because they're like, yeah, but what were you wearing? That's pretty good. Yeah, I tell you guys, I've been having some real trouble. My girlfriend woke me up from my nap. And she goes, listen, Shelby is not doing so good. Shelby's our cat. We got to take Shelby to the vet. I go, oh, that's not good. So we get Shelby over there, and they're taking a look at her. She's a 20-year-old cat, okay? Yeah, 20 is a long time. My girlfriend kept her alive for a long time. And the vet goes, well, Unfortunately, Shelby has a brain tumor. And so if you guys want to take a look at it, it's going to be a $20,000 MRI. And I locked eyes with my girlfriend and I was just like, whoa, what are the other options? I was like, oh, well, we can euthanize your cat. I was like, whoa, hey, we're moving kind of fast here. This is what I'd expect to be doing today, So. Anyways, it's kind of nice because, we scooped up Shelby and we took her into the room where you execute the animals, okay? And they let you hold the cat, which is really nice. So Tina is holding Shelby and she's crying, And I'm holding Tina, and I'm crying, The vet's about to put the poison in there. And Tina looks at me and says, do you think Shelby's going to heaven? Pro tip, guys, say yes. This isn't the time to discuss nihilism, whether or not you think heaven and hell exists. I don't all dogs go to heaven. Yeah, just say yes, okay? Yeah, she's going to the Rainbow Road right now. She's going to be with all your family. They're going to be giving her lots of treats. Don't worry about Shelby, guys. She's actually in a box by the TV right now. What? She had a good life. 20 years is pretty good, I tell you. Guys, I had some other trouble, though. I was walking out of a show, and somebody hit my parked car. I couldn't believe it. It was pushed up against the curb there, and I was like, where's the other car? Oh, this is like a hit and run, Shoot, now I'm gonna have to pay my $2,000 deductible. I'm gonna get this car towed, I should probably call 911, So I called 911, and they're like, is anybody dead? I'm like, no. They're like, get off the phone. Call 311. I was like, oh yeah. This is like a third of an emergency, I said. Like, oh, 311. They're like, is anybody dead? I'm like, no. They're like, we're not gonna do anything. What am I supposed to do now? Anyways, I'm getting ready to call the tow company, and the couple that hit me, they actually came back. And they're like, hey, we're the couple that hit your car. I was like, oh, well, that's very nice. Do you guys have insurance? Like, oh yeah, we have great insurance. I was like, oh, okay, all right, that's not so bad, But I gotta pay for this tow. What's that gonna be, a couple $100? Luckily, their insurance covered the tow. So I was like, oh, okay, all right. I can live with that, So, got the car over to the shop. And they say, yeah, we can definitely fix the car, But it's probably going to take like a couple of months. And I was like, couple of months? Here we go. What's it going to be to rent a car? Like thousands of dollars probably? I don't have money for that. I got to run my business. I got to have a car, Actually, Geico covered the car rental. So, I had unlimited miles on a Chrysler Pacifica as long as I wanted to. So I was like, okay, all right, this isn't too bad. Until I got a text from the shop, and they're like, actually, Mr. Schaub, we're going to have to total your car. I was like, oh boy, here we go. This is a 2023 Toyota Corolla. It's got over 100,000 miles on it. I owe $10,000 to the bank. What are they going to do? Is it going to be upside down on my car loan? Are they going to lowball me? Give me like $3,000 or something? I don't have new car money. Turns out they paid out $12,000 for the accident, so I made about $2,000 on the accident, so I was like, all right. But I still don't have money to buy a new car. I got to run my trivia business. I can't be without a car. I called my credit union and I got approved for a $30,000 loan at 5.25%, and got a new Toyota Corolla off of Carvana. Yeah, it all kind of worked out. I really don't know why I brought it up. All right, have it all the shop. Thank you so much. Good on your husband. Great time.
Oh, Sean, that last one's a roller coaster. That was good. 911 really is like that. Have you guys had to call 911 recently?